it's been a day. Hasn't been a whole bad day, but it's been a very thought-provoking day. And it started off this morning with a Bible study that I have started doing to help me with some areas that I need to strengthen myself on. And there was something in the study that I read that really struck a chord with me, and that was that bad situations don't have to destroy you. They are actually an opportunity for you to learn something about yourself. And it hit me to my core because there's so much truth in it, and I have had to face a lot of truth within myself this past 8 months. And those truths have not always been easy truths, but they were necessary truths. And part of those truths were, I was looking to someone else outside of me to feel something in me when I was the one that should be doing that. So I put too much responsibility on someone else. And another issue with that is the people that I've chosen, because some of those people have not always had the best intentions. And because I was such a people pleaser and looking for something outside of me, I ignored things. And in doing so, I ended up hurting myself, which is not very smart. And what I learned was that I had so much in my past that I had carried with me and held on to, that it made me feel shame, it made me feel guilt, it made me insecure, it made me jealous, and it made me feel like I wasn't worthy of love. And that was sad. That was really, really sad. When the truth was the total opposite of that. And I had to take a deep, hard look at myself. And now I do these things on a daily basis. I look at how I'm showing up and what my thoughts are as things are occurring, so I know if I'm showing up appropriately. And don't get me wrong, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You can ask some of my best girlfriends. I have times where I slide back, where I don't catch myself, and they call me out on it. And I appreciate that, because when they call me out on it, I can look at it and say, hey, why did you do that? And I can normally find within myself what it was that triggered me to respond in not the best way. And part of the process is you really have to look at your relationships with people, places, and things. And the hard part about it is sometimes you have to let people, places, and things go because you just don't line up with them anymore. And that's really hard because, you know, in part of those people, places, and things that I had to give up, there were some good people. But for my own well-being, I had to let them go. And that's not always an easy thing to do. But if we are not learning and evolving, then we're not becoming the best version of ourselves. So self-reflection is so crucial if you want to show up right in this world. And one of the other things that I neglected to do in my life was set up boundaries and other things in place that didn't align with me in the past, like my fundamental foundation, God. Okay? God has always been part of my life. I may not have acted the way I was supposed to, and that's on me, but the relationships, personal relationships I had with people that weren't aligned with my values, morals, and fundamental foundation didn't line up, and it led to very bad outcomes in relationships that probably should have never happened. But I'm glad they did, because if they hadn't happened, then I wouldn't have learned the lessons that I needed to learn and to be able to grow into the best version of myself. Because once I dug through all the crap, I come to realize a lot of truths about myself that were, you know, some were easy, some were not so easy, but underneath it all, I found out who I was, and that was something beautiful. And we all have that beauty within us. We just have to go through all the gunk and look at it and acknowledge it and understand it and forgive it, move past it, and learn from it. And so that's what I would like to challenge you with today, is to look at yourself if you are having a reaction, or if there's a situation and it isn't bringing you peace, then there's something to reflect on. And I'm going to end with this. Psalm 139, 23 through 24. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there are any offensive ways in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. It's beautiful. And that's really, really what this world is about. Learning and evolving and becoming love within yourself. So, I hope you all had a fantastic Tuesday. And I want you to know I